Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Views are spontaneous and unrehearsed.
How about you anyway?
About 5'3".
The
yeah.
girls like that size or what?
Well,
You have trouble adjusting.
In boots, I'm 5'3". Yeah, no, I don't have trouble adjusting. I kind of like tall girls, yeah. It's kind of groovy, but...
No, I didn't ask you that, David.
Yeah.
I asked you whether or not they like you. Mike, let me ask you something. Do you think you can play another part? A part of another guy?
What is that? What do you want me to be? Strong and silent?
Yeah, be strong and silent. Hey, well, I'll be a girl. Mike, they're the same thing.
Well, I mean, that's your hang-up, man. Not mine. I mean, I know where it's at.
I can't make decisions, that's the truth. No, see, these guys have boots on, you know, and like, I didn't know, I was told to dress casual, so I came in a plaid shirt and my surfer tennies, you know, and my blue Levi's, and then these guys have Beatles stuff on, you know, with a Levi jacket. So
Elephant boy!
It's funny, he's been asking about you, too.
Truly, why? Why do you want to be a monkey?
Well, it's my natural inheritance. I mean, that's life.
In September, the television show The Monkees debuted on NBC, replacing the Hullabaloo time slot.
Fantastic show for you tonight. Well, over the past 2 years now, I've introduced many great stars, but tonight I think we have the greatest. First of all, a man who made one of the most exciting records of the year, Chris Farlow, and just returned from America making his very first solo appearance since he left the Animals. We've got Eric Burden, and throughout the entire show we're going to have America's greatest rhythm and blues band. And now for the star of our show, with so many hits, we just didn't know what to start with, so we decided on Satisfaction. And here is the great, the one and only, Mr. Otis Redding.
Ready, Steady, Go aired a live show by Otis Redding performing some of the most popular songs of the era and is joined by Eric Burden and Chris Farlow.
Right now, kids, we like to get together and introduce to you a really great guy, a good friend of mine, and a good friend of yours, to sing Hold On, I'm Coming, Mr. Eric Barton. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming.
As the world continued to change, the arts began addressing deeper societal issues. Bob Dylan, recuperating from his motorcycle accident, remained a dominant cultural figure despite his absence from the stage. In October 1966, The Who pre-recorded a whole 16-minute slot for Ready, Steady, Go. They mimed to Batman with an appearance of the Caped Crusader himself. This was followed by I'm a Boy, Disguises, and their showstopper, My Generation. The Beach Boys released their groundbreaking single, Good Vibrations, a song that redefined what pop music could be. Brian Wilson's Pocket Symphony combined lush harmonies, unconventional instruments like the theremin, and a kaleidoscopic structure that perfectly encapsulated the emerging psychedelic movement. It was a technical marvel, taking months to record, and its release marked a high point in the 1960s experimentation.
Let's hit real hard on that very last day flat after we were tasked with a second. Boom!
Are we ready? Let's go.
She's giving me the excitations. I'm backing up. Good vibration.
The Jimi Hendrix Experience made their debut live performance in Paris on October 13, 1966. Hendrix's raw talent and electrifying stage presence were immediately apparent, setting the stage for his rapid ascent to rock legend status. Songs like Hey Joe, which the band began performing during this time, hinted at the revolutionary blend of blues, rock, and psychedelia that would soon dominate the scene. In November, on The Ed Sullivan Show, the Monkees performed Last Train to Clarksville, their debut single that had rapidly climbed the charts. The Monkees' combination of catchy pop tunes and humor captured the hearts of younger fans, making them a cultural phenomenon. The Ed Sullivan Show continued to bring music into living rooms across the nation. In December, the Mamas and the Papas performed their hit, California Dreamin', perfectly capturing the wistful, free-spirited vibe. In 1966, psychedelia was in early bloom. The Jimi Hendrix Experience released their first single, Hey Joe, in the UK in December. Hendrix's virtuosic guitar work and gritty vocals marked a turning point in rock music, blending raw emotion with technical brilliance in a way that resonated deeply with audiences. The Yardbirds, with both Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page, continued their experimental trajectory with Happenings 10 years time ago, a single that fused psychedelic and proto-heavy metal elements. The song's innovative use of distortion and feedback influenced the emerging hard rock and heavy metal genres, hinting at the sonic revolution to come. 1966 was the year music changed forever, becoming a bold frontier of experimentation, innovation, and cultural transformation. The revolution that began in earlier years reached a fever pitch as artists redefined the possibilities of sound, storytelling, and studio production. This watershed year mirrored the broader cultural shifts, with anti-establishment and self-expression at its core. Songs like the Rolling Stones' Paint It Black and The Who's My Generation became anthems of defiance, while Motown and Stax artists like Otis Redding brought soulful authenticity to mainstream audiences. The Beatles abandoned live performances to focus on studio innovation, resulting in Revolver, an album that revolutionized modern music. They demonstrated how the studio could be a creative instrument, inspiring countless musicians. Concept albums gained prominence, with the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds blending introspective lyrics with symphonic arrangements, proving that rock albums could be cohesive artistic statements. This paved the way for future milestones like the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Electric guitar innovation soared as players like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page redefined its role in rock. Hendrix's debut single, Hey Joe, paired a raw emotion with technical brilliance, while Clapton's work with John Mayall and the Blues Breakers solidified blues rock as a genre. The Yardbirds' experimental Happenings 10 years time ago fused psychedelia with proto-heavy metal, influencing hard rock's revolution. Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde blurred genre lines with dense, poetic lyrics, exemplified by tracks like Visions of Johanna. His work elevated popular music's intellectual and emotional potential. 1966 was a year of transformation, where artists broke free from straightforward pop songs, embraced cutting-edge techniques, and explored complex, socially conscious themes. From the revolutionary sounds of Revolver to Hendrix's electrifying debut, 1966 cemented itself as a turning point in the history of modern music. Artists no longer saw music as mere entertainment. It had become a means of artistic expression, cultural critique, and personal liberation. 1966 wasn't just a year. It was a revolution, one that forever transformed the landscape of music and cemented its role as a cornerstone of modern culture.